So I bought a refurbished PS4 from GameStop. Got it right here in this box. It's actually the Uncharted limited edition, and if you don't know what that looks like, you'll see it in a minute. Basically, it's still all sealed up. Ordered it from GameStop. I think it was around $250, which first of all is a lot of money for a refurbished PS4. But we're gonna open it up, see what's inside, see what it comes with, see what kind of condition it's in, and we're gonna make sure it actually works, because that's one of my concerns about refurbished consoles from GameStop. I'll put a link down in the description, but I actually bought a GameBoy Advance from GameStop and it didn't work. And it was refurbished. So let's go ahead and slice this thing open. Like always, be careful with knives, don't try it at home. Alright, so once we're inside, we got a little bit of packaging. Wow, it's a little disappointing. They got like 6 pieces of these little bubble things. So there's not much protection in here for this refurbished console. And let me go ahead and take a look at the packing slip. So I have the packing slip right here. As you can see, PS4 system Uncharted, $249.99 plus tax, so it's $268, which, as I said, is pretty expensive for a refurbished console, especially when this is the original PS4. This is not a Slim, this is not a Pro, this is the original PS4. The only consolation to it is that it's a limited edition, so I can see it being a little bit more expensive, but you know, you can buy a PS4 Slim for $300, and this thing is cost me $270, and it's refurbished old PS4. So actually, let's take a look at the sides and see if it tells me anything. Nope, just advertisement over there. Okay, so here's what it includes. Got the PlayStation 4. As I said, it's the original PS4. PS4 controller, USB controller cable, AC cable, HDMI cable, and a free 30-day guarantee. Wow, that's awesome. Over on this side, it just says it's premium refurbished. And on the last side, it just says the same exact thing as the other side. So let's go ahead and slice this thing open. Alright, so here we go, guys. Here's the real deal. Let's open it up, see what we got. Alright, so it comes with a little quick setup guide. I always find it kind of funny how GameStop includes these little quick guides. They're so cheap that they can't even print it out in color, and they can't even fold it up where the lines are. They just like print it out on a black and white printer. I don't know if anybody actually uses these quick setup guides. You know, it's just a thing GameStop made. I'm not sure where they made it, but I'm just gonna throw it to the side because I don't really care. Oh, now this is interesting. They gave me a clear controller. So this is not the controller that comes with the Uncharted edition. I believe it's like somewhat of a blue color controller that's supposed to come with it. Now this is actually a pretty nice controller, except for the fact that it's kind of dirty. There's some like sticky stuff down here. It looks like there was a sticker right here. And you know, the rest of it's actually pretty decent. The analog sticks actually still have a lot of grip, which is surprising. But yeah, it's actually in a pretty decent condition, except for this little sticky stuff right here. Not sure what that is. And then looks like the power cord actually came out of where it was supposed to be, but just a standard power cord wrapped in a rubber band. Nothing special there. We got our USB charging cable to charge our controller, obviously. And then we also got an HDMI cable, which is nice, I guess. So this is kind of funny. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but I believe the logo on here is a Vizio logo. So somehow they have a Vizio HDMI cable, which is pretty interesting, but just thought I'd point that out. So now under here we should have the console. So I'll throw this cardboard to the side, and there it is. So it's actually packaged up pretty decently. They actually put in some foam stuff in here to keep it from sliding around. So from first glance, it looks like in pretty decent condition. I already see some scuff marks and some dirt and dust on it and stuff. So I'm gonna open it up and see if some of it's just scuff marks or if it's actually dirty. So we can go ahead and pull the little foam pieces out. Alright, so now that we got the console out of the box, I'm just gonna take a look at it and look at the design. First of all, it looks really nice. This is actually a really nice color of blue. And then I'm also gonna look at the condition of it, see how good of a condition it is, see how many scuffs and scratches and stuff there are, and just see how GameStop did on this refurbished console. So first of all, as I said, it's a really nice looking console. Obviously the Uncharted edition, you got Nathan Drake right here, kind of imprinted. It's basically just a black print on this blue background. I have no idea what kind of blue you call this, but it looks really nice. But unfortunately, there's kind of some scuff marks on it. It's not too bad, honestly, but there's a couple black scuff marks here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera because it's kind of faint. Then you got few other scratches on here. And then if you look at the front of the console, kind of your basic PS4. You got your disc slot here, USB ports, on button, and your eject button here. And then you got this sick Parvis Magna. I should probably know what that means because I've played all the Uncharted games, but I do not know what that means. So let me know down in the comments if you know what that means. But again, this is a really nice looking console on the front. Got a couple scuff marks here too. It's like some white scuff marks, which is kind of weird. Then on the side, pretty straightforward. Nothing special here. Just blue. Nothing wrong with it. We got our back here. So this is the annoying part right here. There's no... Wow, that's actually really weird. So they didn't even try to hide it that they opened this console up. I'm assuming since it's refurbished, maybe GameStop opened it up and cleaned it out. Maybe. I don't know. But other than that, it's got the standard ports, HDMI, their auxiliary port, your Ethernet jack, your AC power, all that sort of thing. But yeah, if we look closely at this, you can see it's even two different types of screws, which I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to be, but that's a little bit sketchy. Then on the side, you got 500G for 500 gigabytes, and then it looks pretty good on there. And then on the bottom, looks pretty standard, same color and everything. Got a couple scuff marks, but that kind of happens in the bottom of consoles, so that's fine. So yeah, overall, it's in pretty decent condition. There are some 3 or 4 scuff marks on the top that are a little bit annoying, but that's kind of just what comes with a used console or a refurbished console. The only thing concerning to me is, as I showed you guys, it got 2 different screws here, and they clearly opened it up. So hopefully they didn't really mess anything up on the inside, and hopefully I don't get a broken console. So one other thing I just noticed, you probably can't tell on the camera, but there's actually a lot of scratch marks right here. You can't really see them close on, you kind of got to see them in an angle of the light. But it looks like somebody just took a key and scratched it all up, which is kind of weird. Alright, so now that we've taken a closer look at the console, I'm just going to power it on and make sure the console actually works, and we're going to look around the menus a little bit and make sure everything looks good. So real quick, I'm going to show you guys some of the scuff marks on here. So you can see some there and there and there. Big one right there. And right here is where all the scratch marks are. You can kind of see them now. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that stuff real quick. And now I'm going to turn the console on and make sure it works. So first, let's try to connect the controller to it. So it does have charge. I guess I'll probably have to plug it in. Alright, so I got the controller plugged in now. And I think now it should connect to the PS4. Maybe I have to turn it on first. Alright, so that's a good sign. Press the power button. Starts turning on. The controller is still not connected, but maybe that'll come at a later point in the setup process. Alright guys, so I waited for 2 minutes, and it wasn't showing up for a little bit, and it finally rebooted, and now it's finally showing the setup screen. So I think now I can turn the controller on, and it should connect. So there we go. Now we're in the US. Next. I don't need to connect to the network right now. Don't need that. So it's booting up so far, so that's good. Yeah, let's go 2012. Sure, why not? So we're just going through all the standard setup right now, and now we can start. So that's good. It actually booted up. Our controller's connected now. Let's make sure it's actually wirelessly working. So it's still connected wirelessly. User 1, controller works. PlayStation 4 is on, so that's a good sign. So now our last test is basically to put a disc in and make sure it actually reads the disc. So just in case there's something wrong with the disk drive, I'm using an old game that I don't care about, which is NBA 2K18. So we're going to put it in and make sure it can actually read a disc. So there we go, it accepts the disc in there, and we can see it loading up now like it should. And it should pop up in a second. If it doesn't, then we're in bad shape. Aha, so there it is. That's a good sign, and now it should just start basically installing the game, and I should be able to play the game in a little bit. So there we go guys, that's the refurbished PS4 that I got from GameStop. I was actually fairly impressed with it. Well, I wouldn't say impressed, but I was satisfied. It actually came with a pretty nice controller, the clear controller, which I've actually wanted for a while now, and it came with a pretty nice console. Well, I picked the console out, so I expected it to come with this. But this is the first time I've seen it in person. This is a really nice looking console, really nice blue color. I definitely recommend picking this console up if you're looking for a new PS4 and you like this scheme. Now, I'm not sure I would recommend buying a PS4 refurbished from GameStop, just because the price point is so high. I mean, I spent almost $270 on this, and this is an old PS4. I mean, when I originally bought my old PS4, it was $400 brand new, and that was 6 years ago now, I think. So yeah, $250 or $270 for this is pretty steep for the old PS4 when you can get a PS4 Pro for $100 more, or even a Slim for about the same price. But if you don't consider their price point, pretty decent. You know, it's got some scratches and stuff, but I can't expect much less from a used console. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know down in the comments what other refurbished console you want me to buy from GameStop. I'm definitely gonna buy some more because I think it's pretty interesting to unbox these things and you know, see how they come, see what kind of condition they're in, see if they work, and all that sort of thing. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.